Well, it has been said that there's only two things in this life about which we can be absolutely certain. The first is the obligation to pay our taxes. The second is death itself. So, how can we live peaceably day by day with that second certainty always before us? Well, many centuries ago, one of the ancient kings of Israel, a man called David, wrote a poem, and we know it today as the 23rd Psalm. The Lord is my shepherd. And amongst those majestic words, we read, even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death. What David is saying is, it's a case of when rather than if. But even though he walks through that particular valley, we see that he's not morbid, far from it, because God is there to guide him and guard him through this life and deliver him safely into the next. And we notice that the image of God is not an angry ogre or a finger-wagging tyrant, but a shepherd. And the character of a shepherd is one who guards and tends the flock, who particularly is looking after the lost and the lonely, the sick, the injured, and the vulnerable. And that image of God as shepherd and his people as the sheep weaves its way all through the Bible. Indeed, in the New Testament, it's Jesus who claims for himself the title of the Good Shepherd. While each of our lives have been and continue to be filled with uncertainty, but the choice of whether or not we invite the Good Shepherd to guard and guide us through this life and trust him to deliver us safely into the next is one that only we can make for ourselves. But as we consider that second certainty of life, which is death, then it's certainly worth listening to what the Good Shepherd has to say. And Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life. Those who believe in me, even though they die, yet shall they live. And whoever lives and believes in me will never die. That's certainly worth a thought. And indeed, it's something we're going to be thinking about specifically this coming Sunday. You would be most welcome to join us. We are just ordinary people who believe and trust in an extraordinary God. But for now, do take care, stay safe, and thank you for listening.